during commercial break. During commercial break, Jimmy pulled his pants down and shook his ass for everybody on Pal Talk.
It was a treat for everyone.
Oh, what a fucking treat that was.
It was just a wonderful little treat.
And people say the way he puts his leg up on the console like that is very gay.
Yeah, well, tell them to stop it.
All right,
See, I played a gay voice. Dennis is right.
Anthony?
Yes.
What did your brother get you for Christmas? I stopped
you
in mid-sentence. I'm sorry.
Yes, a wonderful gift for me. It's the perfect present. I'm going to start my collection.
Gloves that no germs can go through?
No, that would be good, though. That would really be good. He got me an old World War II English rifle. It's wonderful. It's 1938. Just a kraut killer, complete with a bayonet. It's an Enfield.
Very nice.
And the thing is so heavy. It's made of wood, and it's got like a butt plate with metal on it that is just made for smashing Nazi teeth in with. Great action on it, and it's a collector's item, but you can still fire it. And now I'm looking to pick up a German Mauser from the same era, and an M1 Garand, the American, World War II
display it all nice,
to
right?
display, and then when I get my pistol license, which I'm going for, got about a 4-month wait, then I could start the pistol collection. Going to be wonderful.
You're turning into one of those guys.
I am one of those guys. Because let me tell you another gift I got that I will cherish.
Yeah.
My uncle got me one of the banners, flags, that the SS used to have on the front of their staff cars. It's got the skull and the lightning bolts on it. Wonderful. I just love the era. I love that whole World War II era. Like
telling
the
yourself
memorabilia.
that's what it is you love.
Like the memorabilia from it. I like the weapons. I like the clothing. That's great stuff.
Just say it. The ideology. You'll love the ideology.
It's also obvious.
I love
Mention the
the
ideology.
clothing. I love the weapons. I love the message. I love
Yeah,
the
it's also obvious what you
Hitler.
hate. It's also obvious what you hate at
I
this point.
didn't say anything about that.
Yeah.
I have a
You haven't said Happy Hanukkah once.
happy Hanukkah to
All right,
everybody.
it's the third
Just
day of
because-
Hanukkah. Light your candles, people.
Just because I
Go ahead, go on, leave behalten, yeah.
just because I appreciate the era and the weaponry, and the German army was very snazzy, snappy dressers. And I happened to pick up a leather coat that is very similar to an officer's jacket. They photoshopped it with some patches on the sleeves that look very, very bad.
Do you know your chick's going to wake up one night and walk out and just see you at 3 in the morning in the living room in the dark shadows dressed like a Nazi looking at yourself in the mirror, and she's going to go, "What are you doing?" And you're going to go, "I don't know. Can you help me?" You're losing your mind.
Gonna? Did you say gonna? I'm losing my mind.
I don't know. Can you help me?
Can you help me?
All right, listen.
I am the furthest thing from an Aryan.
Yeah, sure.
You're losing your mind, Anthony. It's frightening.
It's great.
All
though.
guns.
We'll ride it to the end, though, man. We'll be doing a show. He's not even going to know where he is anymore, but we'll continue.
He'll be fucking barricaded inside his fucking house, firing at police officers, yelling, "Germ pigs! Germ pigs!"
In between doing radio, that's what he's going to be doing during the commercials. He's not even going to come into the studio anymore.
How could
He's going to be one of those radio guys that has to do the show from home.
How could anyone
For
not
what reason, we don't
appreciate-
know, but we just go with it.
How could anyone not appreciate the era? What was going on back then?
What?
The weaponry, the collector's items of World War II. That's what I am attracted to. This Enfield rifle. There's a history there. I picked it up. I put it to my shoulder and looked down the sight, and I was like, what was seen through this sight over the years? Back in 1939, 1940.
Get yourself a looking glass. Why don't you get yourself a telescope and look at the stars and say, I wonder if anybody looked at the stars in the 40s. Or why don't you get yourself a book from that era?
Get a kaleidoscope.
Get a kaleidoscope.
That's a lot safer for everyone.
When I snapped that bayonet on, I was thinking, did anyone get run through with this thing? Was it used on some Nazi somewhere.
How about baseball cards? Why don't you collect them?
I did as a kid.
Right,
As I grow, my tastes in collectibles changed, and now it is World War II memorabilia. I want a German Mauser. I want an M1 Garand rifle. And then perhaps I'll delve into things like the old grease gun. The grease gun. What a doodle. Nazi.
Let's go to Nate in Brooklyn. Nate?
Hey, good morning, dude.
Hi, Nate.
Hey, Anthony, I was wondering, have you ever been in an Army-Navy store where the guy offered you a can of Zyklon B and then said, hey, you and me, we're really the same.
I'm just like you, man.
Just like you, man, you and me.
That was Chef from Apocalypse Now, right? In Falling Down.
Yeah. Absolutely. No.
Take care, guys.
See, anyone who appreciates that kind of thing gets kind of labeled, you know? You get kind of labeled. Do you know that authentic Nazi flags are really amazingly well-made things? It's not just a flag like with printing on it. They're wonderfully embroidered things. I don't own any. I'm saying that right now. I don't own Nazi flags. I don't have the swastika and the eagle and the iron cross. Own none of that. But I've seen them in museums. And, you know, they're very, it's just a thing from that era that is wonderful to look at.
Way to take lemons and make lemonade. Tell you one thing, 6 million dead, but, you know, all kidding aside, good craftsmen. I mean, what a high thread count that flag had.
I am not downplaying the atrocities that took place during that era by many people, the Japanese, the Nazis. Our own internment of the Japanese civilians was looked at as an atrocity.
Sure.
I just see it as, hey, who knows what these people were up to? Yeah. Perhaps they ought to be watched.
Absolutely.
Let's go to Rob on Long Island. Rob, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, Anthony sounds like he's about to turn in that guy from Falling Down. He's going to lead like Opie into the basement. Hey, me and you, we're the
same guy. No, I'm not that.
Everybody hurts.
You fuckers. Leave my car parked on the expressway.
Just going to stop driving one day and just start walking.
Do you drop a tear watching Downfall? You know, when Hitler had to kill his dog, for those who didn't see Downfall, it was about Hitler in the bunker, and Anthony admitted dropping a tear for the old guy.
I never dropped a tear. It just, for some reason, and I commented on that movie, Downfall, and said I didn't necessarily think this was a good thing. The movie was a German-made movie.
Yes.
It's got German it's subtitled. You got to watch it in the actual German. Don't watch it dubbed or anything.
No, of course not.
Watch it in its native German tongue, and it's subtitled. It almost humanizes the man. You know, you see him testing out the cyanide capsules on that he's going to be using, and Ava is going to be using. He's got to kill his dogs, so he uses it on his dog. And as he crunches the little snout of his German Shepherd down on the cyanide, and the dog lets out a little yelp and dies, Hitler's a little broken up about it. And you look, and it humanizes that guy. And I said that is not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, but then explain this. When you were watching, you were thrown out of the theater, I remember, when you were watching Schindler's List for jumping up and yelling, "Goddamn meddler!" What's the matter with you?
There were a few meddlers.
Wow. Hey, why don't we talk about Pat from Menachie?
I don't understand. It's not. See, this is why you can't be a collector.
Collect nice things.
Yeah, exactly.
How about my father used to collect.
How about you collect Hummels?
Hummels? Do you know where they come from? I don't know. Where do they come from? It's not like I have a lampshade collection at home. I don't.
My father used to collect Lionel trains. That's a nice thing to collect when you're a lad.
Exactly.
How about some Matchbox cars? You make good money. There's some older, valuable ones.
What's your favorite animal?
Animal?
Yeah.
Not really
Besides the eagle on that flag.
The eagle is very...
You know how people like have a favorite animal and then their whole house is taken over by like animal things?
No.
Like my mom.
Somebody like if they like pigs.
My mom. You nailed it. My mom likes pigs, so there's a lot of pigs.
Whether they're stuffed, ceramic, old banks, things. And when she gets a new pig, is it like a big thing?
Of
like,
course
look what I found. This is a 1953 steel bank pig.
That's right.
My father likes unicorns.
So there must be a lot of unicorns around the house.
I was just kidding. I just wanted to say something really awful.
I like World War II memorabilia. I like Jap stuff, German stuff. I like Nazi memorabilia. I like American World War II memorabilia. I like their gear. I'd like an old World War II field radio. That's another thing I'm looking for my collection. Things like that. It's not just like sitting around with a big Nazi flag on the wall, shaving my head, wearing Doc Martens, looking to stomp some faggots.
Let's go to
Those are for the weekends.
Let's go to Joe in North Carolina. Joe.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thanks, buddy.
Hi.
And Anthony, what the fuck happened to you?
What?
Between the time you guys got fired from NEW and the time you come on XM, you fucking lost it, dude.
I lost nothing.
It's the Opie and Bobby Fischer show. He's
You
nuts.
lost your fucking mind,
He
man.
really is nuts.
Why is it so bad to want to collect things from an era that shaped the 20th century?
Dude, you went from happy, fun-loving, impression Anthony to let me carry my guns and shoot everybody, Anthony.
I said nothing about shooting everybody. And the weapons that I'm collecting are indeed collectibles.
It's amazing how that home invasion game is so close to Anthony's real life.
It's not. They're going to have to add in a few new weapons, though, yes.
Well, a few maybe. A bayonet, maybe?
The
possibly.
bayonet part of the
Bayonet
game.
Mexican skull, that works.
Asshead.
We'll work
I
on
am
that.
not. It is. People look at it differently.
Yes, they do.
They look at it like, no, I am not the apt pupil, you son of a bitch.
I collect baseball cards. You collect guns.